1. Introduction. My name is Vicky. I am 45 years old. I live in a nice house. My husband is Patrick. We have 2 children. They are teenagers now. We have been married for 15 years. This is a long time. We met when we were young. We loved each other very much. We had many dreams for the future. We worked hard to make those dreams real. We bought this house 10 years ago. It is a big house with a nice garden. We wanted a good life for our family. We built a strong life together over many years. This life was safe and comfortable. We had a history of happiness. Now, the atmosphere in the house is different. It is very quiet. Our life is a routine. We wake up, we go to work, we come home. We eat dinner together at 6 o'clock. Patrick usually reads the newspaper or looks at his phone. I watch television. Our children are often in their rooms. They are busy with their schoolwork and their friends. We do not talk much in the evenings anymore. We used to talk about everything that happened during the day. We used to laugh a lot. Now, we are often silent. The silence feels heavy sometimes. Patrick and I sit near each other on the sofa, but we are not really close. We are like 2 different people living in the same house. 15 years is a long time to share a life. We have many shared memories here. We have everything we need. We have a good life, a nice home, and healthy children. This is the life we worked for. We thought this life would continue forever, calm and very predictable. We follow the same steps every day. This established routine keeps things stable for our family. I look at Patrick sometimes, and he looks tired. I feel tired too. We are very comfortable in this routine, but perhaps we are too comfortable. We live our life day after day, and nothing changes. Our life is running on a quiet, steady path. 2. Strange behavior. Lately, Patrick started to change many things. He bought many new shirts. They were very expensive. He started going to the gym every day after work. He wanted to look strong and fit. He spent a lot of time checking his appearance in the mirror now. He looked different from the man I married 15 years ago. We went out to eat last week. We were at a nice restaurant downtown. I watched Patrick closely. He did not look at me at all. His eyes followed the young waitress who was working near our table. She had a short skirt. He smiled at her when she brought the water. It was a big, happy smile. He never smiles at me like that anymore. I felt very sad and small. I felt like I was not even sitting there. I was invisible. I looked in the mirror at home later that night. I am 45 years old. I saw the small wrinkles around my eyes and mouth. I felt old. But inside, I still felt like the young woman Patrick loved when we first met. I wanted him to see me. I wanted him to look past the wrinkles and see my heart. The distance between us grew larger every day. Patrick also started keeping secrets. He put a lock on his mobile phone. He never did this before. If I asked to use it, he became angry or very nervous. One night, the phone made a noise. It was 10 o'clock at night. He looked at the screen quickly and put the phone in his pocket. His face turned red. "Who is texting you so late?" I asked him quietly. He looked away from me. "It is just work, Vicky," he said. His voice was too loud. I did not believe him. Work does not text a person at 10 o'clock every night. Work does not make a man's face look so nervous and red. I did not know what was truly happening. I felt confused and worried. Our marriage felt very cold. Patrick stayed out late often now. He said he was at the gym or working late for hours. He came home tired and went straight to bed. We did not talk much. We did not share our day or our feelings. Our life was just a routine, not a partnership. I wondered if he was unhappy. I wondered if he was hiding something important. I felt lonely in my own house. I tried to speak to him, but he always had an excuse to leave the room. This strange behavior made me very sad. I knew something was wrong, but I did not know how serious it was. 3. The bad message. I managed the money for my family. One day, I needed to check the bank account. I wanted to pay the electricity bill. I opened the computer and logged in. I looked at the screen. Suddenly, I stopped breathing. The number on the screen was very small. Our joint savings account was almost empty. Thousands of dollars were missing. My hands started to shake badly. I felt sick in my stomach. Where did all our money go? I felt a physical shock and a terrible fear. This money was important for our financial security. It was the money we saved for 15 years. It was supposed to pay for our children's college education. Now it was gone. I needed to know the truth. I was sitting there, still shaking, when Patrick's phone rang. He was in the shower, so I heard the sound clearly. I saw the phone on the kitchen table. A text message appeared on the screen. The name on the screen was not a work colleague. The name was Sophie. My heart started to beat very fast. I picked up the phone quickly. I did not care that the phone had a lock. The message showed on the screen preview. I read the words. The message said, "Thanks for the diamond necklace, baby. Can't wait for the new car." I read it twice to be sure. A necklace, a new car, with our money. My heart broke into many pieces. I now understood why Patrick was acting strangely. He was not just looking at young women in restaurants. He was buying expensive gifts for a woman named Sophie. I felt very cold. I quickly did some research on the computer. I found out that Sophie is a student. She is only 22 years old. She is younger than me by 23 years. My husband, Patrick, was having an affair. He was planning to spend our family savings on this young girl. He wanted to buy her a new car just to impress her. He was taking everything from our family to fund his secret life. This was the bad message that changed everything. I felt terrified, but I knew I had to be strong. I had to protect my children's future now. 4. A new friend. I felt very sick after reading the message from Sophie. My hands shook and my stomach hurt. However, I did not stay sad for long. A new feeling came over me, anger. I realized I could not wait. I needed to protect my family immediately. I knew I needed professional help to fight Patrick. I decided to find a lawyer right away. I drove my car to the city center. I looked for a small, private law office. I found one on a busy street. The sign outside said, "Daniel Miller, attorney at law." I walked inside the building. A man stood up when I entered his office. His name was Daniel. He looked about my age, 45 years old. He had kind brown eyes and a friendly, calm voice. He asked me to sit down at the large wooden desk. I started to tell him everything that happened. I told him about Patrick's strange behavior, the missing thousands of dollars, and the text message from Sophie. As I spoke, I started to cry. I felt great embarrassment that my 15-year marriage was ending because of a 22-year-old student. I felt ashamed that Patrick did not want me anymore. Daniel did not judge me at all. He listened carefully to every single word. He treated me with great respect. He gave me a tissue to dry my eyes. He looked straight into my eyes. "Vicky," he said softly, "you are a very strong woman. Do not feel ashamed. We will not let him win this fight. We will protect what is yours." He reached across the desk and touched my hand gently. His hand was warm. I had not felt kindness like this from a man in many years. For the first time since my life changed, I felt seen and heard. He did not look at my age or my wrinkles. He saw me, Vicky, the woman who needed help. Daniel's kindness made my heart beat quickly. I felt a new hope inside me. He promised to help me secure the remaining money and plan for the future. I left his office feeling stronger than when I arrived. I knew I had found a good friend and a strong partner for the difficult days ahead. 5. The money plan. Daniel and I worked together to make a plan. It was a very bold and risky plan. Patrick still did not know that I already saw the terrible message from Sophie. Daniel told me that speed was the most important thing. He said, "We must protect the money right now, Vicky." He helped me open a new, private bank account. This new account was only in my name. Patrick could not access it or even see it online. This was the first, necessary step to securing my future and the future of my teenage children. Daniel emphasized that I must move the remaining funds today. He explained that Patrick planned to buy the new car for Sophie very soon. If I waited even one more day, the thousands of dollars might be completely gone. I understood the urgency of the situation. I went home feeling a strange mix of fear and strong determination. I sat down alone at the kitchen table with the laptop. The house felt too quiet. My fingers trembled badly as I logged into the joint bank account online. This action felt wrong, like a secret crime, but I knew I was doing the right thing. I was protecting my family from Patrick's selfish choice. I looked closely at the large number on the screen. This money was everything we had saved over 15 years of our marriage. It was meant for retirement and for college. I took a very deep breath before clicking the mouse. I started the transfer process immediately. I moved all the savings, every single dollar, into the new private account. I watched the status bar on the screen closely. The little bar moved very slowly across the screen, making the tension worse and worse. Finally, the screen showed a clear message: transfer complete. The joint account balance was now $0.00. But I was not finished with the plan yet. I also cleared out the money from all the joint credit cards we shared. Patrick had planned to use these cards if the savings were not quite enough for the expensive car. Now, he had absolutely nothing left to spend. I quickly closed the laptop and put it away. A strong wave of emotion hit me hard. First, I felt pure terror because I knew the confrontation was coming very soon. Patrick would be absolutely furious when he discovered the money was gone. But I also felt a deep, powerful sense of control. I had secured the funds. The money was safe for my children's education and for our future home. I was ready. I waited for the sound of Patrick's car in the driveway, knowing that this was the end of his secret life and the true start of mine. 6. He is angry. Vicky waited for Patrick. It was late evening. The house was quiet, but Vicky's heart was beating very fast. She knew the big fight was coming soon. She was ready for this moment. She felt strong because she was protecting her children's future. The front door opened with a loud sound. Patrick walked in. He looked terrible. His face was bright red, almost purple with anger. He threw his keys onto the table. The sound was very loud in the quiet house. Patrick walked straight into the living room. He saw Vicky standing there. He shouted her name. "Vicky!" He yelled loudly. The bank card did not work today. The company declined the transaction. Tell me now, where is the money? He had tried to buy the new car for Sophie that afternoon. He wanted to surprise her. He used the joint bank card, but the machine always said, "Transaction failed." Patrick was confused and very angry. He knew the money for the car should be in the account. Vicky stood up from the sofa. She stood very tall. She did not shout back. She looked Patrick right in the eyes. Her voice was calm and steady. "I know everything, Patrick," she said. This quiet response surprised him very much. She told him she knew about the young student named Sophie. She knew about his expensive gifts. "I know about the diamond necklace," Vicky continued. "And I know you tried to buy her a car today. The money is safe now. It is for our children. It is not for your girlfriend." Patrick's anger changed quickly to shock. His face became pale. "You cannot do this," he whispered. "That is my money too. You must put it back right now." He took a step towards her, looking dangerous. Vicky did not move. She pointed to a black suitcase standing next to the front door. She had packed it earlier that day. "Your things are ready," she stated simply. "Go to Sophie. You wanted a new life. Now you have it. You must leave this house now." Patrick grabbed the bag. He was still shouting about lawyers and money, but Vicky opened the door wide. He walked out into the cold night street. Vicky closed the door firmly. Patrick left to be with Sophie, but he had no car and no money in his pocket. The fight was finished. Vicky felt the peace return to her home. 7, a happy night. Patrick left the house. The silence was deep, but it was a happy silence. It was not the cold quiet we had known for many months. I felt a great peace. I was tired from the big fight, but I was also proud. I protected my children and secured our future. I did not have to worry about Patrick's strange behavior anymore. I took a very long bath and felt the stress leave my body. I knew that the difficult part was finished, and now I could begin to heal. 2 days passed. I felt stronger and calmer. Daniel, my lawyer, came to my house. He needed me to sign important final legal papers to make everything official. We sat at the large kitchen table. The children were out of the house, so we were alone. I felt very safe when Daniel was near me. He helped me win a difficult battle, and I trusted him completely. I signed the documents with a steady hand. Daniel watched me carefully. He saw that I was still a little sad and tired. He stood up and moved closer to the table. He looked into my eyes. I felt a little nervous because he was so close. "Vicky," he said in a soft voice, "you are very strong. Patrick was a fool to lose a woman like you." His words were kind and sincere. They were a true compliment. I had not received such respect from a man in many, many years. My heart started to beat quickly. The tension between us grew. It was a good, exciting tension. Daniel put his hands on my face. He held my chin gently. He looked at me, the real me, not a young girl. He wanted me. He leaned in slowly and kissed me. The kiss was long and warm. It felt wonderful, like fire and honey mixing together. I closed my eyes and enjoyed the feeling of being desired and beautiful. Daniel stayed that night. We did not sleep much. We talked for hours and hours. We told each other about our lives and our hopes. We held each other close. This was more than a physical connection. It was an emotional connection. I felt truly seen and heard. I realized that evening that Daniel liked me for who I truly was. My age did not matter to him. My wrinkles did not matter. He respected me as a strong woman and a good mother. I felt beautiful again. This night was the beginning of my new, happy life. I was 45, and my life was just starting. 8, a better life. 6 months passed very quickly. My life is completely new now. I feel light, like a heavy coat is finally gone. I finished the divorce process 3 months ago. I am a free woman. I have my house, my children, and my peace. I feel strong and capable. Patrick tried to return to the house. He called me every week. He sent me many long text messages saying he was sorry. He told me that his mistake was very big. He said he missed the children and me. I knew why he wanted to return. Sophie left him. She left him quickly when the money finished. She did not want a poor boyfriend. Patrick was living alone in a small, cold apartment in the city. He wanted the comfort of our family life back. He wanted his easy life again. One afternoon, he came to the house. He knocked on the door. I opened it, but I did not invite him inside. He looked much older and very tired. "Vicky, please," he begged. "I need to come home. I lost everything because of my foolishness." I stood tall. I looked at him without emotion. I realized I did not feel angry anymore. I felt nothing. "Patrick," I said clearly, "this is not your home. You left us for a young woman and money. You chose your path. Now you must walk it alone." I closed the door quietly. I felt a huge sense of relief wash over me. I finally understood that my life with Patrick was empty. My life with Daniel is wonderful and honest. We are very happy. We spend time together 4 days a week. We talk about our dreams and our jobs. He always listens when I speak. He asks me about my feelings. When we go out, he treats me with deep respect. He never looks away. His eyes are always on me. Daniel loves me for who I am. He loves my mind and my heart. He does not care about my age. He showed me that I do not need to look 20 years old to be truly loved. I learned the most important lesson. Real love is not about expensive gifts or how old you are. Real love is about trust, kindness, and connection. I have these things now. I look in the mirror and I see a woman ready for everything. My old, sad life is completely over. My better life is just starting. I am excited for the future with Daniel and my children. I finally found happiness.